Imagine you are at a local sake shop in Tokyo. You see hundreds of bottles and feel a bit lost. You want to pick a great one today without a mistake. Is the most expensive bottle always the best one for you? Does a high plus number always mean the taste is spicy? Let's test your sake knowledge with a 3-question short test. One common myth is that sake with added alcohol is low quality. Today we will update that idea with a scientific eye. If you keep guessing, you might miss out on amazing flavors. By the end of this video, you will have a sake brain. You will feel much more confident ordering at any izakaya. I am a certified sake sommelier and a pharmacist. I use science to help you make safe and delicious choices. This is for everyone who wants to stop guessing. And it is for residents who want to enjoy dinner confidently. Let's start our label and taste short test. I have prepared 3 questions based on real situations. Don't worry, even if you fail, you will learn the safe rule. Rule 1 is about what is actually inside the bottle. Rule 2 is about the secret balance of taste numbers. Rule 3 is about how heat changes your perception of flavor. Here is the safe way. Question 1. You see added alcohol on the back label. Is this bottle low quality compared to Junmai sake? A. Yes, it is a cheap way to increase the volume. B. No, it is often a technique to adjust the style. The answer is B. Note, added alcohol is about style, not automatically quality. One visual, the ingredient map. It shows if the bottle is rice only or has added alcohol. In many styles, a small amount of alcohol is a deliberate technique. It can help lift certain aromas and make the finish feel lighter. Example 1. Alex was in a Tokyo liquor shop looking for the perfect bottle. He found a beautiful label but saw added alcohol on the back. Is this low quality? I heard Junmai is much better, he wondered. He almost picked a heavy Junmai instead, even though he wanted something light. Alex felt confused because he did not want to waste his money. If he follows this myth, he will miss the flavor he loves. The beautiful floral aromas in ginjo often come from this added alcohol. Without the right rules, his special dinner feels like a guessing game. He feels stressed because he cannot read the real quality signs. This confusion ruins the excitement of finding a great Japanese sake. Instead, think of alcohol as a magic tool to lift the aroma. Check for ginjo. Alcohol helps fruity scents dissolve into the liquid. Notice the light finish. It makes the aftertaste feel much cleaner and crisp. Pick by style, choose Junmai for rice flavor or ginjo for floral scents. Alex picked the ginjo and loved its floral scent and crisp finish. Check the back label of one ginjo bottle for added alcohol today. Example 2. Luca is looking at a menu at a sushi counter. He sees 2 different options, Junmai and Honjozo. He wants a crisp, light drink for his fresh fish. But he worries that Honjozo is just a cheap choice. He almost picks the heavy Junmai because it sounds more pure. A heavy Junmai might hide the delicate flavor of the fish. He worries he will waste money on a bad pairing. He feels like a beginner who does not know the quality rules. This doubt ruins the excitement of his special Tokyo dinner. He feels stuck between quality and the taste he actually wants. Then he remembers the scientific check for a clean finish. Choose Honjozo. A little added alcohol lightens the texture. Look for crispness. This style washes away the fish oils perfectly. Trust the style A lighter, sake lets the fish flavor shine. Luca orders the Honjozo and enjoys a perfectly balanced meal. Today, find the word Honjozo on a restaurant menu or label. Junmai versus added alcohol is a choice of flavor design. Some people assume added alcohol means a worse hangover. Actually, hangovers depend on how much you drink and your body. Safe default, pick Junmai for a rich rice flavor. Say this, is this a Junmai or an alcohol-added style? Check the ingredients list for brewer's alcohol on the back. Question 2, bottle A is SMV plus 10. Bottle B is SMV plus 2. Is bottle A definitely more dry than bottle B? A, yes. The higher the plus, the drier the taste. B, not always. It depends on the acidity level. The answer is B. SMV is not a dryness meter. It is part of the balance. One visual, the dry-sweet balance. It shows how acidity masks the sugar in your sake. If acidity is high, the sake will feel sharper and less sweet. If acidity is low, even a plus 10 sake can taste mellow. Example, Hana is scanning a menu at a busy izakaya in Chiba. She sees a bottle with a high SMV10 label. She orders it, expecting a very sharp and dry sensation. However, the first sip feels surprisingly soft and mellow. She feels tricked by the numbers and worried about her choice. She wonders if she wasted money on the wrong bottle again. This confusion makes her feel awkward in front of the staff. Then she remembers to check the acidity level on the label. Check the acidity number whenever you see the SMV. Understand the mask effect where low acid feels quite sweet. Look for high acidity if you want that truly sharp kick. Hana understands the balance and finally enjoys the smooth flavor. Tonight, look for the acidity number on your next sake bottle. Stop guessing by checking both numbers on the label. Science shows that our tongues are easily tricked by balance. The numbers are just a physical guide for your decision. Safe default. Look for high acidity for a refreshing kick. Say this, which one has a higher acidity? Compare two bottles with different acidity levels tonight. If you want, I put a simple one-page cheat sheet in the description. Question 3. You have a dry sake that feels a bit too sharp. How can you make it feel smoother and more noticeable? A. Chill it in the fridge until it is very cold. B. Warm it up to around your body temperature. The answer is B. Warming is a professional technique, even for high-end sake. One visual, the sweetness curve. Warmer temperatures can change how sweet and umami feel. Warming can make sweetness more noticeable for many people. It can also help soften the perception of harsh bitterness. Example, Jonas is at an izakaya, holding a glass of dried junmai served ice cold. He takes a sip, but it feels too sharp and a bit thin in his mouth. Is this sake just too dry for me? He wonders, feeling a bit disappointed. He almost gives up on the bottle, thinking he made a boring choice. If he keeps drinking it cold, he will never taste the richness he paid for. He feels awkward leaving a full glass, but he is just not enjoying his dinner. This bad experience makes him feel like sake is too difficult to understand. He is about to waste his money and his night on a drink he doesn't like. Then he remembers the scientific rule. Warmth unlocks the hidden sweetness of rice. Ask for Nurukan, request the staff to warm the sake to around 40 degrees C. Notice the change. Wait for the savory rice aroma to rise from the glass. Savor the umami. Feel how the texture becomes smooth and much richer. Jonas warms the sake and is shocked by the delicious, savory flavor that appeared. Tonight, ask the staff to warm your dry junmai to around 40 degrees C. Heating sake is a scientific way to customize your experience. The heat changes how the flavor chemicals interact with you. Safe default, warm up a junmai if it feels too dry. Say this, could you warm it to Nurukan around 40 degrees C? Try warming your glass with your hands for a minute. Here are a few safety tips for your sake journey. First, use the bottling date as a freshness clue. Sake won't spoil like food, but it can lose its freshness. Rule of thumb, namazake must always be kept cold. Most other styles should be in a cool, dark place. Second, dry is a very personal feeling for everyone. If you are confused, please ask the staff for help. Finally, alcohol and medicine can interact in your body. If you take medication, please check with your doctor or pharmacist. Drink plenty of water to enjoy your sake safely. Before you go, if sake still feels confusing, that's normal. Most beginners guess and end up disappointed. I want you to feel calm and confident with sake, so you can enjoy the moment, not the label. On this channel, I explain sake in simple English. As a certified sake sommelier, I share practical tips you can use today. How to drink sake, how to choose sake, and how to enjoy it even more. So if you want to feel confident with sake, please subscribe. And if this video helped you, please hit like and leave a comment. Tell me what you're eating today. Sushi, yakitori, or something else. And I'll tell you the safest taste word to try.
Thank you for watching Sake Visual. Subscribe for more visual Sake guide. And now, kanpai.